Hey everyone, Susan Choi from the Food Institute. I am here with Brad Charron, CEO of Aloha. Brad, thank you for joining me.
Hi, good morning.
Yes, very good morning to you. We are here at the 𝗟𝗏𝘁 State of Food, Beverage, and Beauty event, and I want to ask you, I want to get right into it.
Okay.
Brad, you have had an illustrious career, so much experience in things like brand strategy development, business. You also have experience helping to turn companies around. I want to ask you, what advice would you give to people out there watching, leaders, investors who want to turn around their own struggling companies?
Don't get yourself in the pickle that you have to turn it around, probably. No, look, sometimes you're just thrown in situations, and turnarounds are a wonderful opportunity to recalibrate and really set the company that has a lot of potential, but put it on the right train tracks to success. I think the advice is, or the inclination is that things can be turned around quickly. It always takes longer than you think. How successful you can be, it's measured in small steps. It's not big leaps. It's very difficult. And so I think the mindset that this is going to be a grind, but it is possible. There is potential, and companies do turn corners. And then once you have momentum, it's a powerful force. So I think small steps lead to bigger purpose. Focus on the things you can control as opposed to the things that are out there that are just mind-blowingly awesome, both in a positive and a negative way. And then take people along with you in your journey. Be transparent, be authentic, be diligent, be determined, and never give up. Just never, ever give up.
I really resonate with what you just said, never giving up, relentlessness, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's talk about Aloha, your company, producing plant-based protein products.
Yep.
Also an employee-owned business. Wow, can you tell us what's it been like? What's the dynamic of running an employee-owned business, especially in a time where employees in general are feeling disenfranchised?
Look, I think if you're going to ask people to go through a really tough process to bring a company that had all the potential and none of the execution, and what Aloha is it's a resurgence. It was a company that had the idea of how to make an impact in the marketplace, how to be authentic and better, how to be different and special, but it didn't know how to get there, and then morale suffers, and culture suffers, and product suffers, and it's just a downward spiral. So being employee-owned means that we're all working for each other. We're not just working for ourselves, we're working for each other. The incentive structure is that when we win, everyone wins. When one of us loses, all of us lose. And having that skin in the game, people talk about it a lot, but there's something about truly having your name on the shares, your name as part of the company, that makes people work a little bit harder, a little bit smarter, a little bit more passionately than they would just working for a founder or for a bigger corporation. So being employee-owned is one of the main things I did at the beginning of Aloha, because if you're going to ask people to run through that wall, they got to know why they're doing it.
Makes a lot of sense. And finally, being here at the 𝗟𝗏𝘁 State of Food, Beverage, and Beauty event, what is the importance for you to attend events like these, to be a part of events like these?
Well, look, it's a great community. I mean, we think about it, we're so fortunate in the food and beauty world to work in categories where consumers are interested. They're interested in what's new. They're open to new possibilities. This is not a commodity. People feel something about these brands and companies and categories. And being in a whole environment surrounded by founders and investors, operators, media folks who are all interested in figuring out what's better, how do we satisfy the consumer just a little bit more, and how do brands become true love marks where that I feel something about the brand and not just the product. This community fosters great entrepreneurship. It's one of the most exciting and dynamic categories that I can think of in business today. If you don't want to be part of this exciting, energizing, I mean, like, this is why you come here. You come here to get that energy, and hopefully today we have a little bit of wisdom that tells people it's possible to win and never give up winning, and momentum's a powerful force. Those are what makes me excited to be here this morning.